The unfortunate birth. Let's learn why it sucks to be a male hyena, starting from the very beginning. In the heart of the African savanna, where the scorching sun bakes the earth and the night brings an eerie stillness, life begins anew with each sunrise. Amidst the tall grasses and scattered acacia trees, a clan of hyenas prepares for a significant event, the birth of new cubs. Hidden away in a den dug deep into the ground, the alpha female, Nala, gives birth to her litter. The air is thick with anticipation as the other hyenas hover nearby, waiting for the first sounds of life. Among the litter, a tiny male cub emerges, his eyes tightly shut and his fur wet from birth. He is named Kito, meaning precious, in Swahili. However, little does Kito know that his life will be far from precious. From the moment he takes his first breath, the odds are stacked against him. Kito's early days are filled with the warmth of his mother's fur and the company of his siblings. At this stage, he is blissfully unaware of the world outside the den and the harsh realities that await him. For now, his main concerns are feeding and staying close to Nala, whose protection is vital for his survival. As weeks turn into months, Kito begins to explore the world beyond the den. He watches his sisters, who are already displaying signs of dominance and aggression, traits that will serve them well in the matriarchal society they are born into. Female hyenas are larger and more aggressive than males, a fact that becomes increasingly apparent as Kito grows. One day, as Kito ventures out with his siblings, he encounters the clan's alpha female, Zuri, who is not his mother but rules with an iron paw. Zuri eyes Kito with a mixture of indifference and disdain, recognizing that he will never pose a threat to her or her daughters. She tolerates his presence but offers no affection or support. In the hyena world, males are dispensable, often relegated to the periphery of clan life. Kito soon learns that survival within the clan is a constant struggle. His sisters, driven by their innate desire for dominance, frequently challenge him, pushing him away from the best feeding spots and asserting their superiority. These early encounters are a harsh lesson in the dynamics of hyena society, where strength and aggression determine one's place in the hierarchy. Despite these challenges, Kito's mother, Nala, provides what support she can. She ensures he gets enough food, even if it means fighting off her own daughters. But Nala knows that her protection has limits. In time, Kito will have to fend for himself, navigate the complex social structure of the clan, and find his place in a world that views him as inferior. As Kito grows, the weight of his situation becomes clearer. The male cubs born into his clan are few, and their survival rates are low. Many succumb to starvation, predation, or injuries inflicted by dominant females. The harsh reality is that only the strongest and luckiest males make it to adulthood. One evening, as the sun sets over the savannah, Kito lies close to his mother, watching the shadows lengthen. He wonders what his future holds. He dreams of finding his place within the clan, of proving his worth despite the odds. But deep down, he knows that the road ahead is fraught with challenges and that his journey has only just begun. In this vast and unforgiving landscape, Kito will have to muster every ounce of courage and resilience to survive. His story is one of struggle, perseverance, and the relentless pursuit of acceptance in a world that has little room for the weak. And so begins the tale of Kito, the male hyena who must navigate the complexities of his existence, forever living in the shadow of his female counterparts. The tyranny of the matriarchy. As Kito continues to grow, the realities of hyena society become more pronounced and increasingly difficult to navigate. The matriarchal hierarchy that governs their clan is unyielding, and it becomes clear that being a male hyena is not just a position of lesser status but one fraught with daily struggles and indignities. From a young age, Kito is constantly reminded of his place within the clan. The alpha female, Zuri, rules with absolute authority, her daughters following in her footsteps. They command respect and obedience from all clan members, especially the males, who are often relegated to the outskirts of social interactions. Kito's sisters, now older and more formidable, take every opportunity to assert their dominance over him. They frequently challenge him over food, biting and shoving him away from the choicest pieces of meat. Kito, smaller and less aggressive, often ends up with the scraps, his hunger a constant companion. One particularly harsh day, after a successful hunt where the females brought down a wildebeest, Kito eagerly approaches the kill site, hoping for a decent share. As he nears the carcass, his sister Nia bares her teeth and lets out a low growl, a clear warning to stay back. Kito hesitates but his hunger pushes him forward. Before he can reach the carcass, Nia lunges, her powerful jaws snapping inches from his face. He retreats, defeated, and waits until the females have gorged themselves before cautiously approaching the remains. The constant struggle for food is just one aspect of Kito's daily life under the tyranny of the matriarchy. Social interactions within the clan further reinforce his lowly status. Female hyenas engage in complex social behaviors, bonding with one another through grooming and mutual support. Kito, on the other hand, is often excluded from these interactions. The females groom each other while he watches from a distance, longing for the same sense of camaraderie. One evening, as the clan gathers near a watering hole, Kito observes Zuri and her daughters lounging together, their bodies relaxed and their interactions easy. He sits apart, trying to make himself as inconspicuous as possible. Suddenly, Zuri turns her gaze towards him, her eyes narrowing. She emits a series of low, guttural calls, and Kito's heart sinks. He knows what's coming. Zuri's daughters, including Nia, saunter over to Kito, their postures menacing. They begin to nip at him, pushing and shoving him away from the group. It's a ritual of humiliation, one that Kito has endured countless times. He lowers his body submissively, hoping to placate them, but the taunting continues until Zuri finally calls them off with a sharp bark. Kito's mother, Nala, does her best to protect him, but even she is limited in her influence. She tries to include him in grooming sessions and ensures he gets some food, but the matriarchal system leaves little room for male advocacy. Nala's efforts are a small comfort in a world where females hold all the power. The harshest lesson Kito learns is that his treatment is not due to any particular failing of his own but rather the result of an ingrained societal structure. The matriarchal hierarchy of hyenas is a complex web of dominance and submission, one that has been refined over countless generations. Males are inherently considered inferior, their roles reduced to that of subordinate members whose primary functions are to mate when allowed and to scavenge for survival. Despite the daily challenges, Kito clings to a faint hope. He dreams of the day he might prove himself, find a niche where he can contribute meaningfully to the clan, or perhaps even join a coalition of nomadic males who roam the savannah. But for now, he must endure the tyranny of the matriarchy, learning to navigate a world that is unforgiving and unkind to those of his gender. In the heart of the savannah, under the watchful eyes of dominant females, Kito's journey continues. His story is one of resilience, of surviving in a society that constantly reminds him of his place. As he gazes at the stars above, he knows that his struggle is far from over and that each day will bring new challenges in his quest for acceptance and survival. The perils of hunting. Life on the African savannah is a relentless cycle of survival, and hunting is a crucial part of this cycle. For the hyenas, hunting is not just a means of sustenance but a test of strength, skill, and social dynamics. For Kito, a male hyena, the challenges of hunting are compounded by his low status within the clan and the dominance of the females. From a young age, Kito has watched the female hyenas, especially the formidable Zuri and her daughters, lead the hunts. They are powerful and coordinated, their strength and aggression making them formidable predators. The females work together with a precision born of necessity and instinct, their success rate in bringing down large prey a testament to their prowess. Kito, on the other hand, is often relegated to the periphery during hunts. The females dominate the prime positions, leaving the less desirable roles to the males. He observes the strategies and techniques from a distance, learning what he can but rarely given the opportunity to actively participate. When he does try to join, he is met with snarls and bites, his attempts to contribute often thwarted by the dominant females. One hot afternoon, the clan spots a herd of wildebeest grazing near a waterhole. The females quickly organize, their movements synchronized and purposeful. Kito, eager to prove himself, positions himself at the edge of the group, hoping for a chance to help. As the hyenas begin their approach, he follows closely, his heart pounding with anticipation. The hunt is swift and brutal. The females target a young wildebeest, isolating it from the herd and driving it towards a natural trap between two large rocks. Kito sees an opening and rushes in, attempting to assist in bringing the prey down. But before he can sink his teeth into the wildebeest, Nia barrels into him, knocking him aside with a growl of warning. Kito stumbles, regains his footing, and watches as the females finish the kill without him. After the hunt, Kito approaches the carcass cautiously, his mouth watering at the sight of fresh meat. The dominant females feed first, tearing into the flesh with powerful jaws. Kito waits, his stomach growling, until the others have had their fill. When he finally gets his turn, the best parts are gone, leaving him with the remnants. He gnaws on bones and sinew, grateful for what little he can get. The struggle for food is a constant in Kito's life. He often finds himself scavenging for scraps, competing with other males and lower-ranking members of the clan for whatever remains. The dominant females guard their kills jealously, and any attempt by a male to feed before they are finished is met with aggression. Kito's lean frame and constant hunger are a testament to the challenges he faces. One evening, as the clan rests after a successful hunt, Kito spots an opportunity. The females, sated and drowsy, are less vigilant. Kito sneaks towards the kill, hoping to grab a few mouthfuls before being noticed. As he digs in, he feels a sense of triumph, however fleeting. But his success is short-lived. Zuri, always alert, catches sight of him and charges, her jaws snapping inches from his face. Kito retreats, his heart pounding, the taste of victory turned bitter. The perils of hunting extend beyond the immediate danger of aggression from the females. The savannah is a land of predators, and every hunt carries the risk of injury or death. Lions, leopards, and other hyena clans all pose threats. Kito learns to stay vigilant, his senses finely tuned to the dangers that lurk in the tall grass and dense underbrush. Despite the challenges, Kito refuses to give up. He continues to watch, to learn, and to seize whatever opportunities he can. He knows that his survival depends on his ability to adapt and persevere. Each hunt, each meal, is a battle hard fought and hard won. In the heart of the savannah, where the struggle for survival is a daily reality, Kito's journey as a male hyena is one of constant trials. The perils of hunting, the dominance of the females, and the ever-present threats from other predators are all part of his existence. Yet through it all, Kito remains determined. His story is one of resilience and the unyielding will to survive in a world that shows little mercy. The burden of reproduction. In the intricate social structure of the hyena clan, the complexities of reproduction present one of the most challenging aspects of life for a male hyena like Kito. Unlike many other species where males dominate the mating hierarchy, hyena society is starkly different. Here, females control not only the social order but also the reproductive process, and for a male hyena, this can be a daunting and often perilous endeavor. As Kito matures, the dynamics of the clan's reproductive rituals become increasingly clear. Female hyenas are in charge, choosing their mates with careful discretion. Dominant females, like Zuri and her daughters, have first pick of the males, often favoring those with proven strength and resilience. Kito, aware of his lower status, knows that his chances of being chosen are slim. One late afternoon, as the clan rests near a watering hole, Kito observes a rare and tense interaction. Nia, now a dominant female, is in estrus, and the air is thick with tension. Male hyenas, including Kito, are on high alert, each hoping for a chance to mate. However, Nia's choice will not come easily, and the competition is fierce. Male hyenas approach Nia cautiously, displaying submissive behaviors to signal their interest without provoking aggression. Kito, too, approaches, his body language deferential. Nia, with her powerful build and commanding presence, assesses each male with a discerning eye. She growls and snaps at those who come too close, asserting her dominance and control. When Kito finally gets his chance to approach, he does so with a mixture of hope and fear. He lowers his head, averts his gaze, and waits for Nia's response. She circles him, sniffing and inspecting him closely. For a moment, it seems as though she might accept him, but then she snarls, biting at his flank and driving him away. Kito retreats, his heart heavy with rejection and frustration. The physical act of mating in hyenas is another significant challenge. Due to the female hyena's unique reproductive anatomy, which includes a pseudo-penis, the process is complex and difficult for both partners. For males, this can mean multiple attempts, often resulting in injury or failure. The burden of reproduction, for Kito, is not just a social challenge but a physical ordeal. Kito's opportunity comes again when a lower-ranking female, Mala, enters estrus. Unlike the dominant females, Mala has fewer suitors, and Kito sees a chance. He approaches her with the same cautious deference, hoping to avoid the aggression he faced with Nia. Mala, less assertive than her higher-ranking counterparts, allows Kito to come closer. The mating process is fraught with tension. Kito's heart pounds as he positions himself carefully. The pseudo-penis of the female makes the alignment tricky, and any misstep could result in a painful bite. With great caution, Kito attempts to mate, and after several nerve-wracking moments, he succeeds. The relief is immense, but it is short-lived. The physical effort leaves both Kito and Male exhausted, and the encounter is over as quickly as it began. Despite the successful mating, the challenges for Kito do not end there. The females, who control access to the cubs, often deny males any role in the upbringing of their offspring. Kito knows that even if his mating with Male results in cubs, he will likely never have a chance to bond with them or play a role in their lives. The females guard the young fiercely, and males are usually kept at a distance. In the following weeks, Kito continues to navigate the complex social and reproductive landscape of the clan. He watches as other males attempt to mate, some succeeding, others failing and facing the wrath of dominant females. He learns to accept the harsh realities of his existence, understanding that his role is limited and his influence minimal. Yet, through it all, Kito remains resilient. The burden of reproduction, with its physical and social challenges, is a testament to his endurance. He knows that his place in the clan is precarious, but he also knows that his efforts are part of the natural order. In the vast savannah, where survival is a daily struggle, Kito's journey is one of perseverance and adaptation, a reflection of the unyielding spirit of life itself. The loneliness of exile. As Kito continues to navigate the complexities and hardships of hyena life, he gradually becomes more isolated. The social structure of the clan, dominated by powerful females, offers little respite for males like him. The constant struggle for food, the perils of hunting, and the burdens of reproduction have taken their toll on Kito, but the greatest challenge he now faces is the growing loneliness of exile. In hyena society, males often find themselves marginalized as they mature. Kito, now a fully grown adult, has noticed a shift in the clan's dynamics. The dominant females, including Zuri and her daughters, tolerate his presence less and less. Even his mother, Nala, who once offered protection and support, is now more focused on raising her new litter. One evening, after a long day of foraging and avoiding conflict, Kito sits alone on a hill overlooking the savannah. The vast landscape stretches out before him, beautiful yet indifferent to his plight. The isolation feels palpable, a heavy weight pressing down on him. He watches the clan from a distance, their social interactions and bonding moments a stark contrast to his solitary existence. Kito's exclusion becomes more pronounced during communal activities. When the clan gathers to feed on a kill, he is pushed further to the periphery, often having to wait until everyone else has eaten before he can approach. Grooming sessions, which strengthen social bonds among hyenas, rarely include him. The few attempts he makes to join are met with growls and snaps, reinforcing his status as an outsider. The loneliness is not just physical but emotional as well. Kito longs for companionship, for a connection that goes beyond the superficial interactions dictated by the clan's hierarchy. He remembers the days of his youth when he and his siblings played together, before the harsh realities of their world set in. Those memories offer little comfort now, serving only as a reminder of what he has lost. One night, as the clan rests after a successful hunt, Kito makes a decision. The constant rejection and isolation have become unbearable, and he knows that staying within the clan will only prolong his suffering. He resolves to leave, to venture out into the savannah and seek a new path, even if it means facing unknown dangers alone. The decision to leave is not taken lightly. The savannah is a harsh and unforgiving place, filled with predators and the ever-present threat of starvation. But Kito's spirit is not yet broken, and the hope of finding a better life drives him forward. As the first light of dawn breaks over the horizon, he sets off, leaving the familiarity of the clan's territory behind. Kito's journey into exile is fraught with challenges. He quickly learns that life as a solitary male hyena is a constant battle for survival. Without the support of a clan, he must rely on his wits and instincts to find food and avoid predators. Scavenging becomes his primary means of sustenance, and he often goes days without a proper meal. Despite the hardships, Kito experiences moments of unexpected beauty and wonder. He discovers new territories, each with its own unique landscapes and inhabitants. The freedom of not having to constantly defer to dominant females offers a sense of liberation, even as the loneliness persists. As weeks turn into months, Kito encounters other solitary male hyenas. Some are like him, exiled from their clans and searching for a new place to belong. These brief encounters provide a semblance of companionship, but they are fleeting and often tinged with caution. Trust is a rare commodity in the wild, and Kito knows that true alliances are hard to come by. One day, while scavenging near a waterhole, Kito meets an older male named Jengo. Unlike other solitary males he has encountered, Jengo exudes a calm confidence and wisdom born of years of experience. The two males strike up a tentative friendship, sharing food and stories of their past lives within their respective clans. Django teaches Kito valuable survival skills, showing him how to track prey more effectively and avoid the territories of larger predators. Under Django's mentorship, Kito grows stronger and more self-reliant. The loneliness that once seemed insurmountable begins to lift, replaced by a sense of purpose and camaraderie. As the seasons change, Kito and Django form a small coalition, a bond of mutual support and protection. They learn to navigate the savannah together, their combined strengths increasing their chances of survival. Kito finds solace in this newfound partnership, understanding that while exile brought loneliness, it also paved the way for unexpected connections. In the end, Kito's journey is one of resilience and adaptation. The loneliness of exile taught him to endure and to find strength within himself. Through his trials, he discovered that even in the harshest conditions, there is always the possibility of new beginnings and the hope of finding a place to belong. As the sun sets over the savannah, Kito stands beside Django, looking out over the vast expanse of the shared territory. The future remains uncertain, but for the first time in a long while, Kito feels a sense of belonging. His story, marked by struggle and perseverance, is a testament to the unyielding spirit of life and the enduring quest for connection in an unforgiving world.